Songs of the Return, Volume 49. With the circle of captain's decree that each ship's crew should go forth of its own accord, making its own legend, the crew of the Fallowfire rejoiced. They yearned to bring the fear of men to new lands of the myrrh that had not yet been put to the sword. They took to heart their Lord Isgramore's words to give no quarter, show no kindness. A pyre upon the shore was raised for the Fallowfire. The ashes of their beloved vessel fell upon the waters and drifted toward Atmora, cutting all ties with their homeland. Led by Captain Gorilda Sharktooth, the crew of the Fallowfire turned their backs to the sea and strode inland. South they traveled, seeking lands untrammeled by others of Isgramore's crews. South and south they went, sowing the blood vengeance demanded by Isgramore. No mere escaped their axes once seen. No settlement remained unburnt in their path. Truly, the Fallowfires brought their lord's wrath to bear upon the treacherous elves. As they journeyed, so the terror of them grew among the myrrh. Gorilda led her crew to the foothills of a lofty range of mountains. These they named Isgramore's Teeth, and long they sought a pass through them. When finally a way was found, the crew crossed over and into a new land. The Rift? They called this region, for it was riven by deep canyons and swift-flowing rivers. In the name of Fallowfire, their lost companions, and Yingle, they scoured the land, burning myrrh villages and putting all they encountered to the axe. Finally, the Mere offered battle. The cowardly elves gathered in great numbers high atop a rocky hill, daring Gorilda's companions to attack. And so they did. Challenges were offered, brave deeds were done, and heroes made. Battle raged through the day, and as the sun touched the peaks of the western mountains, the Mare broke and fled. Gorilda lay dying, pierced by a multitude of weapons, but lived until sunset. Her spirit ascended to Sovngarde, knowing her crew was victorious. That day, the dominion of elves over the Rift was ended. The companions claimed the land in the name of Isgramore, harbinger of us all, and made it free to all Nords. To honor their dead, the companions labored long, delving into the hillside to craft a tomb. Gorilda was buried there with all her weapons and armor. There, too, were placed the remains of Birgitte, the Toothless, and Kajord Eagle-Eye, laid alongside Gorilda as they had fallen in battle, defending their captain. Others of the honored dead were entombed as well. A mighty cairn of stone was erected around the tomb entrance to forever mark the grave. Vicord One Ear, long Gorilda's first mate, but now captain, gazed long upon the hills rising about them and the valleys at their feet. This was a land he could love, where his people could prosper and grow. He decreed the crew's wandering at an end and caused a great hall to be built on the battle site. Thus was Fallowstone Hall created, in homage to the ship that carried them to these shores. From this time, the days of the companions of the Rift are counted. Never may their glory fade.